Welcome back to my daily report market videos on Wednesday 22nd of May with me, Richard Perry, market analyst at Hantec. Let's have a look at cable, which is under pressure. Again, it spiked high yesterday on the initial announcement of Theresa May and her offer of a prospective second referendum, then fell back quite sharply as it sort of transpired that basically the MPs completely and utterly reject this new version or newish version of her deal, and subsequently sterling fell away sharply. That raises the prospect of a sooner exit for Theresa May and the prospect of a harder or more Eurosceptic replacement. And subsequently, we've seen sterling falling away today. Certainly, the downside move that we've seen continues. We've seen a move below 27 figure today. Again, 27 figure being an old key sort of pivot area of support, and breaching that to the downside. If the market closes below 27 figure decisively, then you really are looking at 24.75, which was the December low, and a retest of those lows. You do still have the prospect that cable is stretched, you could argue. And there is, I suppose, you're looking at the stochastics, which is beginning to stabilise a bit, but they're so negative that stabilisation is sort of pretty much the only option there anyway. So the fact is the RSI is still dropping mid-20s, and it's got below that, back towards 20 previously. So it is possible that we could see further weakness in due course. But we've just had the inflation data out for the UK. Inflation missed estimates. Lower than expected on inflation for the UK, so subsequently we've seen a bit of a choppy move on sterling. Nothing too significant in terms of direction from that, but it should theoretically be sterling negative. A little bit of a pop to the upside, but I think that that's unlikely to last given the overhead supply, given the fact that the market is seemingly taking a negative or dim view of this announcement from Theresa May, and you've got overhead supply around that 27 to 27.20 area. And I think anything back towards there is selling opportunity, really. You've got obviously yesterday's spike high of 28.15, which interestingly enough was I had down as an old pivot, 28.15, and it hit pretty much there to the pip. So you've got, I suppose, to give that some credence as resistance. But certainly I think it looks as though that sterling is still set for further downside. Now, the only caveat to that would, I suppose, be the fact that political developments could shift the expectations again. So how the political developments go, but it certainly looks as though MPs are roundly against this move from Theresa May, and it's not going to end especially well for her. So with that in mind, I wish you good luck in your cable trading, and I'll speak to you later.